Buying a new home and moving is stressful no matter what the situation. But moving to an unfamiliar area or new state adds whole new levels of necessary preparation and expenses. However, with just a little bit of planning and a whole lot of organization, you can make the process substantially easier on yourself. I'm Joe Morimoto with Grey Duck Real Estate Group, and today we're going to talk about 4 ways to make your move substantially easier on yourself. Number 1 is moving. Moving itself is super stressful, and there's a lot to it. How are you going to move? How are you going to do this? My wife and she was very pregnant at the time, so God bless her. And my son, all 3 of us, we moved from Louisiana to Minnesota. Now, it doesn't get too much farther than that. It's a pretty extreme distance. But when we were doing that, we had a couple options, and we had to treat it like an a la carte situation. Not my son. He was 1 at the time, 1.5. He didn't really care. But my wife and I had a lot of options to look at. So we had to treat it like an a la carte situation. And what I mean by that is we laid everything out. We laid out all the options for a do-it-yourself move, like U-Haul or Budget or you name it, where we had the truck, we drove the truck, we loaded the truck, we unloaded the truck, we packed, we did everything. And the other one was a pod-like service. In fact, that was one of the services was Pod, where they just drop off a container and we load it, we pack, we do everything, but they drive it across country so we don't have that liability. The other one was a full service. So they provide the boxes, the packing material, they load it up, and we just kind of point and say, load this, load that, do this, do that. And we really don't have much stress other than hoping that they do it right. And inside of each of those were a ton of different nuances between each company and what they offered and didn't offer. So look at that, really look at that. Take your time, figure out what's best for you mentally, emotionally, budget-wise. There's a lot to consider. Number 2, because it is a longer move, whether you're moving to another part of the state or whether you're moving to a whole new state, another side of the country, make sure you go online and actually look at the houses, right? Look at the houses, figure out, hey, what do I like? Things like Zillow, Realtor.com, HomeSnap, the list goes on and on and on. But agents have really done a great job of providing high quality photos, virtual tours, video walkthroughs, so that you get a good feel of the home, a good flow of the home, so that you can narrow it down and compile a list of homes that you want to see in person. Which comes to number 3, which is timeline. Timeline is really important. So you might know when you need to move, right? So say I got to move February 1st. So February 1st, you need to move that day. But there's a lot of things around that. If you own your home right now, when should you put it on the market? When do you want it to sell? Or do you have kids that are going to go into school? When does the school start? There's a lot of different things to kind of consider. And then another really important one is, when can you carve out time to look at those homes that you've compiled, that you've vetted yourself? When can you see them in person? When is a good time to do that? Because I know for me, we couldn't go from Louisiana to Minnesota every weekend just to look at places to live. And by the way, this is if you're renting too, not just if you're buying. You want to be able to see things both online and in person, just to make your life a lot easier. The number 4, and I would argue, and of course I'm biased, but this is probably the most important, get a local real estate agent to help you. Make them have your back. You won't have to make them, but have them have your back. Have somebody there who is your local representative who's going to look for your best interest. Now, you may not know a local real estate agent in the area you're about to move to, but I bet you money that you know a real estate agent, whether they're related to you or they're a friend or there's somebody you've used in the past that you trust, that they can find a good agent for you. They'll vet them and they can present you with an agent, multiple agents that you can further vet and interview. The point is, use the resources you have. You definitely know a real estate agent, whether you know it or not, and get somebody in the area you're moving that will have your back. Agents are a wealth of knowledge. Not only do they know the community inside and out, they become local experts, hyper-local experts, but a lot of times they know what houses are going to be coming on the market before they hit the market. Why that's great is maybe you're looking, and especially right now when inventory is so low and you're looking for a house, but there's nothing on the market that you like. They might know something that is coming that is right up your alley, has all the bedrooms you want, has a layout you want, blah, 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 everything. So have somebody that will have your back. It's super important. So guys, those are 4 things, right? So how are you going to move? Finding the properties online, carving out the other timeline, being as really specific as possible on that, and getting a local agent. We'll go that way. This is awkward. That is the best kind of 4. So those 4 things will help you, substantially help you make this process a lot easier. Guys, thanks for tuning in to this video. I hope it helps. That's why we do these. I want to apologize for not doing this for a while. I had some personal things come up. They weren't bad, but it definitely altered my timeline that I wasn't able to fit this in, and it really sucked, for lack of a better word, because I really enjoy this. I feel like it provides a lot of really good information for people out there, and I enjoy doing it. It's a great way that for me to connect with everybody and offer a helping hand in one way or another. If you guys have any questions about renting, selling, or buying real estate, and you want to talk to somebody about it, please feel free to give me a call. You can hit me on a DM here, or can call or text at 952-234-1764, or you can email me. It's just Joseph, Joseph, at thegrayduckgroup.com. That's Gray, not Grey. So you can hit me up multiple different ways. And also, I'd like to talk to you if you are renting and you're spending more than $1,700 a month on rent. Talk to me. I know I can find you homes for less than that, or at least that. I will find you 3 homes minimum that will fit that might be a better fit for you. And then you can start building your own equity instead of paying for somebody else to build their equity. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing them. Expect to see some more. We're going to be really consistent with this. I appreciate everybody out there. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving Day, by the way, and Thanksgiving week. I know me and my family did. We had a lot to be grateful for. I hope the same can be said for you. Guys, have a great day. God bless. We'll talk to you next time.